The reason you feel lonely, stuck, and you're not achieving your goals in this whole online bubble isn't because of lack of information, not having the right mentor, or not having bought some random course. All the information is out there for free on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever. The reason you feel bad and will never reach that next level is because you're not surrounding yourself with the right people who push you so hard so it's inevitable for you to fail. At the end of this video, I will show you how to get there without trial and error, hopping from one mentorship or community to another, or building a network based on no foundation and superficial relationships with people that are nowhere to be found when you need them the most. I prepared this quick Google Doc here in the background where I show you step by step exactly how you can get there and how you can achieve that. So let us jump straight into it. Step number one is identifying your real problems. So what I realized is that people don't understand the true problems that are holding them back. And no matter what level you're at, all the technical information needed to succeed is out there. So the question is, why do 99% of people fail and only 1% take advantage of it? And I realized it comes down to one thing only. And the thing is, you have to be crystal clear about what you want, and then you have to do the right goal setting. So the thing is, you can't identify the things that are truly holding you back if you don't even know where to go. And this applies to entrepreneurs at all stages. So I have friends who make 200K per month, and I have friends who make 2K per month, and both of them can't scale. And the reason why they can't scale is not because they don't know how to go about it, what to do, or anything like that. The reason is because they don't have a clear goal in mind. They don't exactly know where they want to be, and therefore they can't reverse engineer the process on how to get there. So this is honestly the main problem. If you have a clear goal in mind, for example, you want to go from 2 to 10K per month by this day, for example, you then just spend a lot of time on thinking about that, and then you can easily reverse engineer the process. So if you are a coaching business, you can say, okay, I want to make 10K next month. That means, okay, you need to sell 5 people in a 2K program or 4 people in a 2.5K program. And same goes for agencies, same goes for e-commerce businesses, same goes for all of these people. And the thing is, people's goals are not specific enough, especially not with the time and with the time horizon on that as well. So examples we have here is Will and Jithan, for example, who moved from the UK to Koh Samui beginning of January, and they went from knowing nobody and having no clear path on how to achieve their goals to being on track to hit their 6 months goal after 2 months and getting to know the top 10 online entrepreneurs on the island and making friends with them because they had a clear goal, which was, okay, we want to meet the top people here on the island. We want to surround ourselves with the right guys who have the right mindset and everything. And then based on this, they can now reverse engineer the process. Okay, how are we going to get there? We reach out to people on Instagram. We reach out to people in Facebook groups potentially. We join these Facebook groups. So once you have this clear goal in mind and not just, I want to find guys who have the same mindset as I have, but you have to be very specific about this. And then you can much more easily reverse engineer the process and go about the right goal setting on how to get there. This is just one example. And the other example was, for example, William, whose goal was to hit 25K per month by the end of June. And he is now on track to hit it by the end of February, right? So by the end of this month, just because of the right goal setting and the right execution. And this is super simple, super essential. Step number 2, the principles of networking and leveraging a community. I myself build a crazy network of people, which allows me to solve all of my problems with just one message or one phone call. And I did all of this through meeting these right people in communities. And this is also the best way to network with people. And the core principle of networking is not just talking to as many people as possible once, it is building ongoing relationships with the right guys, which allows you to do anything you want in the future. And the number one thing you have to do to achieve this is providing endless value and opportunities to people. Once you do this, the law of reciprocity kicks in and you help people, and after that, people help you back automatically as well. So for example, here we have like a few WhatsApp chats that I put in here, so just I can show it to you. I connected a friend with another friend and he said, hey, that connection was insane, bro. I was just talking with a billionaire. And here say, I'm high-key jealous, man. And he said, I owe you. And then he asked me how he can help me, right? I then said, one way to help me, bro, finally, is by passing this by other people you might have come across recently. sure, like send them the video or just describe what you're selling and ask them for what it should be priced. And then I said, if you generally think this is something that can help someone, you can talk about it with them. And if they're interested, you can connect them with me. And then immediately he says, got you. I've 1-2 good referrals off the top of my head right now. I'll reach out to them soon for you. So this way, I don't even really need to do client acquisition or anything like that myself anymore, just because I have people who I provided a lot of value to do this for me now. And the thing is here, I'm helping a friend out with a nice connection. He met a billionaire through this connection that he's now in contact with, and immediately helps me back with whatever I need. And a powerful network is way deeper than that though. It's not just about helping each other solve problems or making more money. It is about actually caring. This is very important, caring about each other and making sure we develop and grow together. So here we have a picture of me and Wes. Wes is one of my best friends. I met him a year and a half ago approximately in London. And then after that, he came to many of my trips like this one here in Cape Town. And there we really became close friends. And that's what he told to me, which is, by the way, bro, you're spot on with talking about friends who call each other out. I thought it would be more common among online entrepreneurs, but you're basically the only one who does it. And always when you do it, it first sucks to hear, but I always know you only say it because you care and because you believe it's something I can do. And the thing is, if you have people who are brutally honest with you, you're set. You don't need anything else. Because then you have guys you want to see win, and you have people that actually care about you and want to see you win as well. And if you again have multiple relationships like these, this is life changing. Because what happens afterwards is that people just like help you. So here again, I have a few screenshots of guys just sending me this randomly. For example, when you do podcasts, you can get an assistant to repurpose that content into posts for Twitter and Shorts. Shorts, obviously, by cutting it up. Hey, bro, I have a trend I really think you should look into on IG for Reels. And then showing me something like this. It just blew up this account. And then here I ask a friend if he wants to host a masterclass for Helix. He says, happy to mate on SaaS. And again, it's impossible for me not to succeed if I get daily support like this. And I get daily support like this, right? So it's something everyone's needing out there. And the third step is obviously finding and connecting with your tribe. Like, how do you find these people, right? This is the most important thing. And there's easy ways of finding your own tribe of people. And number one is joining the right community/communities, because there you have just many people at once. And there you can just go very strategic about who you talk to and who you're going to network with, because these guys most probably are on the look for like-minded people as well. Then the next thing you can do is host in-person events and dinners with people. You can reach out to guys in your city or on Instagram. And also you can own the group by creating group chats with people that meet each other. That's super valuable. Just connecting people with each other. If you meet different guys from the same city, you can then just create a group chat and say, hey boys, this is the group chat for this city, and then you're running this. And what you can also do is attend events by others where you can meet people you've never seen before, which is also super smart. And now the question becomes, once you find these people, how to make sure these people help you hit your goals as well. And there's the main principle we're following. People will only truly help you if they care about you. And you really have to understand this. So people are not going to help you like from the bottom of their heart if they don't care about you, if they don't really like you, if they don't see you as a friend. So you have to build an ongoing relationship with them. And this means you provide value, you connect them with people that might help them, you check in frequently with them, you see how they're doing, and you jump on calls, and if possible, you meet up in person as often as possible, because this will just speed up this whole process by so much. And this way you will build a true friendship. And the same way you help them, they will help you as well. And now in order to achieve your goals together, you have to be extremely clear on what everyone wants. So you set goals together, which was step number 1 that I mentioned earlier. Then you communicate this very clearly with the others, which leads to accountability. After that, you define action steps everyone needs to take in order to get there, and then you hold each other accountable. Here on the side, you see a screenshot of a group chat with an accountability group of me and my boys. And I said, for example, hey, I struggle with eating enough because I work the whole day and I sometimes just forgot to eat. So they said, okay, man, 3 times per day you have to eat. And then every time you eat, you just send a pic of your meal in the group. And then you see here in the group, I'm sending my meals and stuff. So accountability groups, no matter what level you're at, is a must. is definitely a must if you want to grow, especially with the right people. In my program Helix, we found these next 2 steps to be the most important in order to get the most out of your network and strengthen the relationships with people you already know. But first, I'm looking for 5 ambitious entrepreneurs who resonate with this so far and want to build a social circle that will help them change their entire life right after joining. We handle the first 3 steps for you and even place you in a tribe with 4 other like-minded entrepreneurs that are perfectly suited for you to help motivate and hold you accountable to reaching your goals. After placing you in your community, we move to step 4, which is ongoing one-on-one cycle. Again, the easiest way to find this is by joining communities. You can find other like-minded people who have the same goals as you, who also want to meet other guys and are just out there to connect. But there are big problems here, and which is a majority of the communities out there, they don't really care about you. Once you pay, the objective is achieved and they don't give a shit about if you're happy or not. So what happens usually is you're being dropped off with 500 other people, more or less, and you're just clueless with who to talk to and who to connect with. Other than that, there's just a community chat and there's no other value provided. So you should do this instead. Before joining a community, you should be crystal clear on what you want to get out of joining. This might be business advice, accountability, in-person connections, who to meet, etc. Like there's many different things, many different objectives. And before you join, you should definitely know exactly why you're joining, and not just because the content creator or the person that advertises this community sounds like a cool dude and you want to be part of what he's building. This is the wrong motivation. The right motivation is actually knowing what to do. And the thing is, how we solve this problem in Helix, my program, is we have 4 one-on-one calls in total within the first 2 months of joining. And there we go over your exact reason of joining. So why do you even want to be part of this? Proper goal setting, because as I said in the beginning, this is essential and no one really focuses on that. Ideal connections that will improve your life immediately. So think about this. You're on a call with someone, you said, okay, you're struggling with lead generation for your business, for example, you want to improve your fitness, and you want to meet like-minded people in your city, for example. These are your main 3 objectives. And then the same day after joining, you get connections to people who can solve these problems for you. So you're being connected to someone in your city, you're being connected to someone who can help you business-wise, and you're being connected to someone who can help you with your fitness. And this does not happen in other communities because they don't do this with you. Like they don't jump on these one-on-one calls. They don't even know what you like, who you are, what you want to get out of this. None of these do these, but none of these community do this. After that, we also talk about like your major bottlenecks in business, life, and health, just so we know this. And in general, we can track on how you're working on this. And what we also do all the time is defining action steps with follow-up meetings to see if you achieve these or not. And most importantly, we're putting you in tribe groups with people from the start. Like once you join, you get these, and these people have the same goals as you have, who become your day one crew with weekly or bi-weekly calls to see if you hit all of your goals. And the thing is, this is what I learned the hard way. You never outgrow the accountability or learning stage. That's why you have multi-6 to 7-figure entrepreneurs showing up to weekly meetings in the tribe groups, even though their calendars are full. Like you're an online entrepreneur, you most probably know how busy life can be. You have many calls, team calls, client calls, all of that. But people in the community really understand how important it is to take time for this, how important it is to talk to the other people, talk with them about your problems, providing value to them, and holding each other accountable. But the most important thing is, like most importantly, you are building genuine relationships that way. Talking to the same group of guys on a weekly basis and sharing wins and struggles lead to proper bonding and not just superficial relationships. So here we have an example from one of the groups, one of the tribe groups within Helix. And here we see someone saying, hey boys, early check-in regarding accountability task. After reviewing everything I would need my VA to complete, I'm considering hiring someone based here in Austin. So someone here just talking about his business. And then what happened like a few days later, for example, like a few weeks later is this. Suddenly they talk about like a date someone went on with a girl and just talking about him liking her and stuff like that. So this went from business to personal really, really quickly. And ultimately that's what everyone wants, right? You want friendships, you want guys you can share all of these personal wins with. And this is how you get there, by talking frequently, not just about business, but also about personal stuff. And this is, if not, also one of the most important things. And now we jump straight into step 5, which is value sharing and in-group connections. People nowadays are afraid of giving away their knowledge and sharing with others without having an immediate return on that. And this is scarcity mindset. So you might be, oh no, why should I share all of my stuff for free? I then maybe can sell this person on the other side. What if I don't get anything in return? And this comes from a huge place of scarcity, not abundance. And you have to understand that the more you share, the more will come back to you. And again, I have this example for you guys. And here you see someone who said, boys, onboarding a new guy to the team next month that will take a lead on development. So it will be important to transition. Haven't been great at managing people in the past, so wanted to know if any of you guys have advice for this process. And then someone reads this, so this is Sergio, and he puts like an immediate 20 minutes Loom together on explaining the whole process, like everything, how you should go about it, how you can fix this problem and all of that stuff. Nothing held back. He sees this, boom, provides value. And what happens is, like, you identify bottleneck, you ask the group, you get insane value from a member, which also provided value to everyone because other people saw this as well. The value overall inside the group goes up, and now people are even more open to sharing insights because everyone is just sharing and sharing. And now imagine coming into a place where everyone is just sharing a lot of value for free. This is amazing, and that's why we strictly follow this provide value first approach. The thing is, you will always move faster in a group than alone. Always. Especially when it's the right group. And imagine, just imagine, all of your problems being solved just because you're in the right group of people who are there to provide value to each other and to make genuine connections. And now, towards the end of this video, the question becomes, what can your life look like after just 1 year of being part of such a community? And honestly, your life would look like mine currently looks like. I am surrounded by brothers that I know for over a year now and that I'm talking to daily that help me achieve all of my goals. I have people that inspire me every single day just based on the fact of how fast they move and how fast they execute. And this is a very important point. Just by seeing how fast my friends move, how fast they execute, how fast they grow their business, how fast they make money, it just drives me to achieve the same much faster as well. I have friends I can talk to when I feel bad mentally who lift me up again. And this is so crucial because I know the majority of people in this whole online space don't have this. Like, they can't just talk to people they met online or like to people they met over dinner or something like that on a networking event. They can talk about this stuff because the other people don't care, because they don't have genuine relationships, they don't have all of that, they don't have friends. But I have real friends, and this is just amazing. I also have friends who call me out on my BS when I'm slacking. So whenever I set my goals and I don't achieve them, like in my accountability group, for example, if I don't send my stuff in the group, I get called out. And this way my friends make sure I achieve all of my goals. And this way I make sure my friends achieve all of their goals as well. And one of the best ones, or like the funniest ones, is I have 30 people who will fly to Serbia in May to celebrate my birthday with me. And so much more. But you have to realize it's impossible for me not to win after doing this for just 1 year, just because of the people around me. This is insane. Just because of the people around me, the people I surrounded myself with, the social circle I built, it's impossible for me not to win. And just the fact that I would have 30 guys flying into Serbia, a country they've never been to, just to celebrate my birthday with me, shows how crazy all of this is. And here I just have a few pictures I want to show you honestly. So here we have me reaching out to a good friend, just telling him, just thought about you. By the end of the year, you gotta at least have a mil, bro. And he said, damn, that's a killer thing to message me. Love it, I will trust. Tell me, do you have this? Do you have friends who reach out to you like this and just give you a huge motivation boost for the day? Again, I don't think so. At the same time, we have this here on this side is me and my chat with Henry, like one of my best buddies as well that I met on my first trip, which is, he's like, he messaged me, have a reminder to message you on the 1st, and then he sends me the screenshot saying, tell Danilo he has to make bank in 2024. Do you have friends who do this? I don't think so, man. And at the same time, here's just a screenshot of me like reaching out to a friend saying, yo G, are you coming to Belgrade for my B-Day in May, right? And he said, I'm coming wherever you're going, G. Just insane. Like, I'm so fortunate when it comes to this stuff. And now, down here, we just have a few pictures. So this one on the left is from Koh Samui trip. this was the day like that. This was the most special day. We had an amazing adventure, going on a quad tour through the whole island, up and down, quads breaking, all of that stuff. People falling in the mud, all of this. And then we just found this waterfall that all of us jumped in and then created like this super funny picture. At the same time, a few days earlier, all of us being at the Four Seasons Resort, taking this nice pic as well, having one of the best breakfasts ever. And this is, if not the most important one here on the side, which is Seb and me. Also Seb, one of my best friends currently, that I also met on my first event that I hosted in Marbella. And this was a year and a half ago. A year and a half later, like, he comes to Serbia to spend New Year's with me, my friends, and just us being there, having this achieved just from like a trip where we wanted to make more money because we like wanted to do a monk mode together, is insane. And he helps me build my new business. Like, he helps me with all the back end, with everything, with the systems, processes, all of this stuff. And without this, I would have never had this, right? So it is just insane how my network changed my life. And again, if you want to know how it can look like if you do the same, this is how it can look like. You have friends who reach out to you to tell you have to make more money. You have friends you reach out to tell them they have to make more money because you care about them. You have friends that you can do amazing shit with. You have friends that you can do the coolest shit with. You have friends that you can spend New Year's with, that come wherever you go, that fly in for your birthday no matter where you go. It's like just insane. And the thing is, the goal with Helix is to be a community of like-minded and ambitious and driven entrepreneurs. Just like your network is your net worth, you're only strong as your weakest link. So if you're currently doing over $20,000 per month, you understand the value of building a powerful network, especially after this video, and you're ready to take your entire life to a whole new level, book a call in the link below. If you want to apply now and see if Helix is a good fit for you, click the calendar link below and book in a time so we can draw a custom roadmap and identify if I can help you or not. This call will be with myself, not with one of the guys on my team. It will be with me, and we'll have a one-on-one conversation to see if and how we can help you achieve to get exactly this. So again, book a call in the calendar link below, and I can't wait to speak to you. Bye-bye.